Pro Football Focus actually put this metric out where Florida has created pressure on more than half of the pass attempts it has faced this year, which is it's like 58%. It's incredible.
That's incredible.
The flip side of it is Joe Burrow has the highest passer rating in the country against pressure. He's completing 70.7% of his passes when he's pressured, and his touchdown to interception ratio is 6-0 when pressured.
This is the thing. When we talking about with that stat, Matt, we talking about pressures as far as you sending pressure or pressure that's being generated by just the front four. You know what I mean?
Right. No, I understand your question, but the statistic is irrelevant, is regardless of where it comes from. It's just when the quarterback what's determined as a quarterback pressure, like when somebody gets through and is pressuring the quarterback.
Yeah, it's because for me it's different. If you send in pressure to a quarterback and you anticipate and know that pressure is coming, then that's you picking it up, making the play. If it's pressure, like say somebody busts through the line and now you got to sidestep or do, well, that's just Joe moving around using his athletic ability and finding those guys, having good scramble drills going on right there. And see, for me, Florida generates and gets pressure with their front. So getting pressure with your front from them, I think, is what we can't allow. I'm okay with them sending pressure and Joe knowing that, okay, the linebacker's coming. I got Sam safety coming. I'm all right with him knowing that because I'll take my chances with him all day when he knows pressure is coming. When he goes dummy count and he sees those guys are going to not be coming. I take Joe all day. It's the pressures where you're just generating pressure with your front four or five guys. That's going to be the problem.
That makes sense because if you know it's coming, you can anticipate even if you're hurried. So that's kind of the thing with Todd Grantham, the Florida defensive coordinator, is he's known for just blitzing like every play. That's kind of his thing. He's just generating pressure. It's like ears back, go get him every play.
Joe going to tear him up. If he senses the pressure and knows the pressure, and they tip off where that pressure is coming at, such as what Texas did to him early on in the season, Joe gonna pick him apart. I'm okay with that kind of pressure for him. Now I'm not okay with him taking the hit and they getting too close on the pressure that he's just getting off and taking those hits. I'm not okay with that. But he's gonna take some hits as a quarterback.
So why? Can you explain why Joe has been so good this year when pressured?
Well, first, I'm going to go back to Joe Brady and Coach Ensminger because they have a really good built-in system to where you point out, too, there's hot routes built in. And by hot routes, I mean we point at the linebacker and the Sam, communicate it to the wide receiver. The wide receiver now knows, okay, Rowe pointed at me, he pointed at 52, and he pointed at 32. If 52 and 32 both come, I know that I'm running a slant. 52 and 32 comes, slant, boom, off to the races like we've seen with Chase, like we've seen with Marshall, like we've seen with Jefferson. Those slant routes get taken to the house. That's why I said with Joe, I'm okay with him. He's proven, based on the numbers that you just said, the percentage, and at one point I know going into, I think it was the game before last, he was 15 for 16 against facing the blitz. So I'm okay with Joe knowing because he's intelligent enough to communicate it to the receivers and make it definite to who's coming, and it's clear to the receivers, and they know exactly what they're doing. So that's why he's being successful with it because everyone knows where the blitz is coming from. The line is stepping down and leaving the furthest guy away to get to him. The backs are stepping up and taking the closest guy to him, and it's giving him an opportunity to get the ball out of his hands and make some of those big splash plays. But it's Joe. It's Joe communicating it to the receivers running the right route, and Joe making an accurate pass so the guys can catch it in stride and keep running.